Hey, it's Zach from 718 Motor Pool, and today we have this Code 3 Force 4 XL bar from New York City EMS. So, if you hear some background noise today, it's because I'm having some trees taken down on my property, so that, unfortunately, is outside of my control, and I do apologize. The Code 3 XL was introduced in 1979 and was Code 3's first attempt at an aerodynamic light bar. The XL was unique in that you could order it in two flavors, sealed beam and halogen rotators. PSC, the parent company of Code 3, would market the halogen rotator light bar under the Force 4 branding, while keeping the sealed beam bar under the Code 3 product line. I believe sometime in the late 80s or early 90s they would just go back to using Code 3 for all of their light bars. The sealed beam models had some unique options for rotors. You can get 3-bulb rotors as well as 120-degree rotors, which made a longer flash and shorter downtime between flashes using the offset rotor. This, in theory, would make the pattern more eye-catching. One of the common issues with the sealed beam bars was they were belt-driven, so as time went on and being exposed to heat and sun, the drive belts have a tendency to dry rot, causing failures. The sealed beam models would be discontinued around 1994, while the halogen ones would continue until 2012. Code 3 was the last major manufacturer pushing out halogen bars and stepped out of the halogen market altogether, with the MX7000 stopping production in the late 2010s. Which was almost a decade after Federal and Wheelan discontinued their last halogen bars. In later years, these bars were almost exclusively used by private ambulance services and tow trucks. New York City EMS was run by the Health and Hospitals Corporation and was the precursor to FDNY EMS. It was started in 1969 as the first modern EMS system in New York City. New York City EMS used these light bars from 1981 until 1989. From 1981 until around 1986, ambulances would get the large triple-threat XL bars with 3 lighting sections and 2 speaker sections. Interestingly enough, these would have the sealed beam rotors as opposed to the smaller light bars which use the halogen. The light bar featured in this video is based off of the ones used on command cars and support vehicles. The most common vehicle to get these light bars was the GMC Jimmy conditions cars. Conditions cars were used by EMS lieutenants working as patrol supervisors. A handful of these vehicles were later used in a pilot program for paramedic response units, or PRUs, in the late 1980s. This was due to longer response times as well as an overwhelming amount of ambulances that were out of service due to poor fleet management. Ultimately, the PRU program did not work out as intended. These were also used on Dodge Diplomat and Chevy Caprices assigned to chief and administrative roles. These sedans would occasionally be used as frontline supervisors' vehicles as well. In 1996, NYC EMS was taken over by FDNY, and the majority of the vehicles would be redecaled and used as FDNY vehicles. So, these light bars were in use until the late 90s and early 2000s in limited roles. But we do need to talk about another New York City agency that used these light bars as well. The Ghostbusters. In 1984, Ghostbusters was released and featured ETCO 1, a 1959 Cadillac Miller Meteor ambulance equipped with 2 blue Code 3 XL bars. In the sequel, these bars were replaced with 2 clear XLs, but the sequel was terrible, and the 2016 reboot was worse, so we're not going to talk about those. The blue XL ETCO 1 would reappear in the reboot in 2020. In recent years, the popularity of building replicas of ETCO 1 has driven up the price of blue domes astronomically. Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Also, hit the like button and join my Discord. The link is in the description as well as my Instagram and other social media.